Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Water Day. How are you, Scorpio? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you if you are my ride or die, and you're always here, being in the comments, subscribing, and the thumbs up and all that stuff. I appreciate you so much. If you're brand new and you're just tripping over Ten of Cups Tarot, welcome. The subscription button's there if you decide to stay. I hope you will decide to stay. Some of us like to be in the comments. I like to be in the comments as well. So I'd love to greet you and say hello. So we are here with some oracle cards. We are going to do a reading for the week ahead, Scorpio, for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And we're going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle. We're going to use the Divine Goddess Oracle, and we're going to throw some tarot at it, find out what's coming up for you in the week ahead. The week ahead is already the end of the month. How did that happen, right? We've already burned all the way through May. We are looking at coming up soon on the 23rd. There's going to be a full moon in Sagittarius, which might affect you in some sort of way. You might want to take a look wherever you can, maybe on the platform or on the internet, as to how that's going to affect you, Scorpio. Let's find out what's going on for Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. What's coming up in the week ahead, please? Whenever you find this, it'll be for the week ahead, no matter if it's today, tomorrow, or next year. All right. All right. Let's find out what's going on here. We've got peace. We've got higher power. I like it. And all that glitters. Oh. I'm saying, oh, Scorpio, because it feels like there is this higher power energy, which to me is the energy of receiving downloads from the universe, right? It is card number 4. It is about stability of your spiritual energy. That's what it feels like to me. So we have somebody here who you can see that they've got this thing at their forehead here, and they've got a lot of information that's coming in. The pinks and the purples are telling us that the third eye is open and there are downloads taking place. That somebody here is getting their grounding through some sort of downloads that you're getting. So I'm going to say, of course, I always see you as the spiritual giant, and I feel like wherever it's coming up for you, the Scorpio energy, I feel like that's what it's telling me here, that you are the spiritual giant. But I want to say that the downloads that are coming, my friend, is going to make you see things differently. Unfortunately, you are about to hit a tower. And what is the tower about? Well, it's about all that glitters. This is all that glitters is not usually gold, right? Sometimes it's not gold. And we do have 2 masks that are sitting on the pile of gold. And I feel like you're going to see the people that are hiding behind their riches, behind their money, behind their things that they've purchased, behind their filters on YouTube. Not YouTube, but Instagram. You're going to see them behind the filter. It feels like you're about to see some things that possibly maybe you don't want to see, but you're going to watch them. I feel like you're going to watch the tower fall, and it's going to expose some people, places, and things that maybe you didn't want to see. We do have peace. It is card number 23, though, and I want to say that with card number 23 that there is peace here, but only for a short time. I want to say that it's card number 23, which is a bit of lack. And look, there is an egg here, which tells me something is about to hatch or be born. And I want to say that you are in a place of peace right now, but I think it's going to be a little bit short-lived. And I don't think anything crazy or erratic is going to go on for you, but I want to say that this higher power energy, these downloads that you're about to get from the universe, and it could be around the full moon, y'all. When you are somebody who is of psychic energy or intuitive energy, you know what I mean. It's like the universe will power you down around the full moon, because you're going to be releasing some things under the full moon that you don't need. The higher power here tells me that you are about to get some downloads or an upgrade. I like to call it a software upgrade when we get some downloads from the universe, but it is going to make you see some things, because the third eye is opening. You're going to be seeing some things, people, situations, and places that you didn't want to see. You're going to have the X-ray vision. We do have the Observer here, and we do have the Unfinished Symphony. So it feels like you're going to see the Unfinished Symphony is things that are not finished, right? Things that are left half done. And the Observer, you're going to start seeing that. Things that people, maybe people who said they were one type of way are actually another type of way, because once these masks drop here, you're going to realize that it's all fool's gold. That you're going to see people and places and things, situations, jobs for what they really are. You are the Observer. So we do have card number 23 here. We have 2, 3, 4. When you see 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4, usually it means you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. There is a succession, right? You're going from the 2 to the 3 to the 4. We have card number 49. This is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. I feel like you will be getting You will learn that not everything that you see needs to be talked about, needs to be said, but you will notice it, you will see it, and you probably won't say it. There is an unfinished symphony here, something that just didn't get finished, something that was... I think that you're going to see all the things that are unfinished. That's what I want to say. Just going to leave it right there. Let's talk about tarot. What is going on with tarot, please, for Scorpio? Scorpio, if you're interested in a private read, please look below this video. I've pinned a comment to the top of the comments if you're interested. All the information you need is there. Tell me about peace, please, for Scorpio. What do we need to know about this peace energy for the week ahead, please, for Scorpio? We do have the Eight of Swords. So I feel like it's a double-edged sword, I want to say, that you are in peace, but card number 23 is a 5, and that is lack. And so I want to say that you're in this place, like, look, this person in this place here is in a place that is a comfort zone. They feel safe there. This is a place where we don't have to make decisions. I'm just going to stay here in my head. I don't have to make decisions. My hands are tied anyway. I'm not going to look at it. I'm just not going to deal with it right now. But it feels like this is a place where maybe you're a little bit stuck, possibly, knowing that there is a new path that is coming here, but feeling like a little bit in lack, like you can't do it, or that you are stuck a little bit. We have the Emperor. Well, isn't that interesting? Because this is card number 4, and now we have the Emperor, who is also, the 4th in the path of the major arcana. So very interesting here. So I am talking to someone who is of an Emperor status, possibly, or you are someone who is about to get some downloads, which is going to turn you into the Emperor. You see what I mean? Like, it feels like you are going to get like some, the pink energy here is the crown chakra, the purple energy here is the third eye, and it feels like this is going to make you the Emperor. And I feel like the Emperor must see all things all the time in order to make the right decision. When the Emperor is in the upright, this person is a conqueror, of course. They are a boss. They are kind of bossy. They are someone who's at the helm, though, and who makes all the decisions for everyone. The Emperor runs the empire, which is all the kingdoms. So all the kings and queens report to the empire. Or to the Emperor. So I want to say that there are some downloads coming that are going to inspire you to be the Emperor, to get it all together, make all the decisions, be the last word, be the authority, right? The authority on something here. Tell me about all that glitters, please. What do we need to know? What does Scorpio need to know about all that glitters? Card number 16, and that's why I said that you're going to experience some sort of a tower where you're going to realize that all this gold here is actually fool's gold. And it might be people around you who are pretending that their life is better than it is. It might be the Facebook life, right? We have the Three of Wands. This is what is in your future, and it feels like this is the ships that are coming in here. I feel like you've been waiting for one thing, but you're going to get another. I feel like you've been waiting, like, isn't the Three of Wands, Elsie, about great things that are supposed to be arriving? Well, I think for you, it's going to be wisdom. It's going to be downloads. You're going to be observing things after the tower falls, and you're going to see some things that you didn't want to see. Got the Nine of Swords. You could be stuck in a cycle. And I feel like the only reason that the tower falls is for change, right? We need to get you on a different path because you're in a path that you're not supposed to be in right now. So if you're feeling stuck, I feel like the ships that are coming in is a tower. But I don't think it's a tower that is going to... I don't think it's anything that's going to be damaging, but I think it's going to be eye-opening, is what I want to say. Tell me what else we need to know for Scorpio, please. We have happiness. We have moving on. What do we have for the Three of Wands and all that glitters? We have communicate. So I want to say that you are the observer initially, going off. Not this is the energy that is in the future, but it feels like it's after the week ahead. So maybe the first week of June. But it does feel like here it says receive and express the truth. I feel like you are going to see the truth, and I don't know that you're going to like it, but it is arriving. And we do have moving on, endings that bring healthy beginnings. So I feel like your beginning, my friend, is the Emperor. I feel like for some of you, you're either going to get a promotion, like if you're not at the Emperor level, and understand that it's a thing of wisdom, okay? So wisdom sometimes comes with age. Those two things are not synonymous. Wisdom doesn't always come with age. Some people go right to the end of their life, not learn a damn thing. But I think you're about to learn some things. So I feel like with the Emperor, with all the kings being present, you have all the wisdom of all the kings. And so I feel like you're going to get some sort of download that's telling you, look, you've got all the wisdom that you need to move along and have some sort of a new beginning here. We do have happiness, so I do feel like you find your way out of this lack. I feel like happiness is probably in that egg, I want to say. New discoveries that lead to celebrations and to celebrations. Love yourself first. I feel like this is what this is here. It's telling me here that new discoveries. I feel like that's what that egg is. It's new discoveries. We've got confession. It says releasing a secret, pursuing virtue through honesty. All right, let's clarify just a little bit. Get you on your way, my friend. Tell me what's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Tell me about Scorpio. What else do we need to know? So I feel like you're going to get out of your head. I feel like you are going to get out of this comfort zone here. And it may not seem very comforting to be in the Eight of Swords, but when you don't have to make a decision, sometimes we avoid making decisions, and that's what the comfort zone is. Sorry, my eyes are covered. I can't see it, therefore I don't have to make a decision about it. My hands are tied. I can't do anything, therefore I don't have to make a decision about it. But I feel like your happiness depends on it here. Tell me more. What's going on? We do have the Six of Swords, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. So you are moving on from here. The Six of Swords is telling me that you're moving on from the Eight of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles tells me that you're going to do it very slowly. You move slowly anyway. You are a fixed sign like me. I'm a Taurus sun. And then we do have the Two of Wands. So it feels like you are preparing to move out of this energy of the Eight of Swords and this energy of peace. I feel like peace is in your comfort zone, and I feel like if you want happiness, you have to move out of there, which means you're going to have to prepare to move forward at least inch by inch. I'm going to say with the Knight of Pentacles here, it's all slow moving energy, right? Very slow moving because we want to do it right the first time. So the Knight of Pentacles is also about being patient. It's also about having a very good eye for detail and knowing what you want to do before you take the step forward. But I'm not worried about you, Scorpio, because you're the strategic one, right? You move really slowly and you do all things under the surface before you announce it to anybody. You make sure that you have all the T's crossed and the I's dotted, right? All right. We've got the Sun. We've got the Queen of Wands. And we have the Five of Swords. I really feel like this download here is really going to expose somebody for who they are. That's what it feels like here. So we have here moving on, finding, endings that bring healthy beginnings. I want to say that you're about to have some sort of a breakthrough. You're about to have some sort of a breakthrough. It could be about your family or about your children, but I feel like the breakthrough is the Sun. And the Sun is telling me that the breakthrough is that you are growing spiritually, physically, personally, in your career. You are about to hit a very big growth spurt. And the Emperor here is very interesting energy, because if you aren't the Emperor, and who is the Emperor? The person who is making the decisions, good and bad. The person who is the leader. Everybody listens to what the Emperor says. The Emperor is the authority and the final word. So it feels like for some of you, this Sun could mean that you might be getting some sort of an upgrade in your job. So if you're working for a company, I feel like some of you might be getting like middle management or management position. This is the Emperor, though, is the king of the crop, right? This is the one who is the president or the vice president. So I feel like you are moving on from wherever you are, and the clarity of the Sun is telling you it's time to go. You're growing into the Emperor, and it's time to go. I think that's what all these downloads are here. And then we have the Queen of Wands. It's telling me that you need to be independent and tenacious, that you need to do the things that you need to do. I feel like the Sun is telling you that the Queen of Wands is here, and the Sun is shining on the Queen of Wands, right? We know that because she's got a sunflower here, and sunflowers face the sun always. So I feel like the Sun is shining on the Queen of Wands. Now, I know that you're a water sign, but I want to say that this Queen of Wands is showing up to tell you it's time for you to be tenacious, independent. Do the things that you're going to do, color outside the lines. The reason you're going to become the Emperor is because you don't follow. You're a leader. That's why. So we do have the Five of Swords. It feels like you're going to fight yourself, I want to say. There are some downloads that you will be getting, and I feel like the Five of Swords is telling me that You want to move forward. You do see the path that you need to take in order to be the emperor. You do need to move on, but you're fighting yourself here with the Five of Swords. You're like, what if people around me don't like it? What if there's conflicts and disagreements with people around me and they don't want me to move forward? Well, I say too bad, so sad, because I feel like that's where you're headed. I feel like if you aren't already the emperor, that you're headed toward the emperor status here. So I feel like there is something that is coming up. Maybe in the week ahead. It could be a little bit further to the week ahead, but it does feel like this particular situation is going to happen in the week ahead. It feels like you're about to see something you didn't want to see. And we've got receive and express the truth. It might be the truth that you see once the tower falls, and that's the ships that are coming in here. Tell me about Scorpio, please. We have the Judgment card. Very interesting. So there is something here. There's a very big judgment call that's being made here. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. Ooh, okay, one more. One more. The Ace of Swords. Look, you're going to get some clarity. I really do feel like the tower is falling, but I don't feel like it's falling on you. I feel like you're going to start seeing people around you. Once you get to this Emperor energy here, I feel like people are going to be acting some type of way toward you. They're going to be like, who do you think you are, Scorpio? You think you're all that? I'm just going to say, Scorpio, I think you're all that. But nonetheless, but we do have the Judgment card. So there is a judgment call here. There is a judgment call. It feels like there is a very big decision that's coming up. You know what? I feel like this tower is not falling on you. It's falling on someone else. And I feel like you are tempted to turn away and not look at it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to know that it's there. I don't know what this is, but the King of Swords is in the reverse. You're about to see somebody for who they are. You're about to see somebody come out as someone who is angry and pissed off, somebody who is not dealing in logic, someone who's being illogical, someone who is yelling and arguing. You're going to see this person very clearly for who they are. The King of Swords in the reverse to me is someone who has like narcissistic tendencies. What does that mean? That's a diagnosis, and I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anybody. But to me, this is someone who practices the discard. It's like they use you for what they want to use you for, and then they discard you. But then they're going to call you back in, and they're going to ask you, oh, come on, you know me. I'm okay, right? And then they're going to discard you again just to punish you for leaving the last time. This is somebody who is, I want to say the King of Swords in the reverse is kind of out of their mind. There's somebody who is very entitled. There's someone who thinks they're in charge. See, and they might challenge you because you are the one who's in charge. Now, if you are not the president or the vice president, or you don't get your promotion, I feel like this is the energy that you are emitting to everyone else around you. So this person, I think, is going to challenge you, and you're going to see them for everything that they are. Clarity, right? Swords. Two swords here pointing down. You don't want to see it. It feels like you don't want to see it, but the Judgment card is here. You're going to see it. That's what it feels like. So the tower that falls is on someone else, and that's the true measure of a man or a woman, right? A true measure of a person is when the tower falls. Who are you when the tower falls? Yeah, and I think you're about to see someone for who they really are. We've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Six of Wands, and we've got the Devil energy. I feel like this is somebody that you thought that you loved, or somebody that you love. Like the Ace of Cups is here, telling me with the Six of Wands, someone that you've been successfully loving. So this doesn't have to be romantic love. This could be a best friend, or it could be a member of your family, your mom or your dad. It feels like the tower's going to fall on somebody that you know, and you're going to see them for who they really are. The Devil energy is here. You're going to see this person, and maybe they put up a front of the King of Swords in the upright, that they knew what was going on, that they're very moral, they know they have transparency and truth and honesty. I think you're going to see someone for a liar. I think you're going to see that someone has obsessive issues with having to have the spotlight constantly. Like it feels like there is somebody here who I feel only shows up at a place, a party, a family function, to get attention, to get doted upon. Like that's what it feels like. So I don't know who this person is for you, but it does feel like that you're going to see somebody for all that they are. You're going to observe it here. And I feel like this person is going to try and communicate with you like you are nothing. And I feel you're going to let them know that you're the Emperor. Tell me what the outcome is here, please, for Scorpio. Emperor, whether you're feminine or masculine, understand the Emperor is masculine leaning, but also has feminine energy. So do all people, right? People, plants, and animals. So we do have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Page of Cups. I really do feel that you're going to have to boundary up. I'm going to say that there is something coming up here, and there is a tower that's going to fall. You're going to see something for what it is, and this person is someone that you're going to have to block, or you're going to have to, like, it's going to surprise you, right? We've got the Page of Cups here. This situation is going to surprise you, and I feel like you've been working on yourself so hard up to here with the Seven of Pentacles, that I feel like you've been working on yourself so far up to here. I feel like you're really patient with this person. I feel like you've been really patient with this person, but I feel like they cross a line. I feel like the tower falls for them. Something bad goes on in their life, and you really see them for fool's gold. You see the mask drop, and you understand that they are not golden, that they are fool's gold. I think that's what's going on here. It's going to surprise you. Whatever they act out is going to surprise you, and you're going to head out to a new path here. I feel like, yeah, you're going to say your piece and then you're going to go. I don't think you're going to deal with this person after this. We have the Ten of Pentacles. They could be someone who's in your family. They could be someone that you're married to. Take it as it resonates for you. Someone you're in a long-term relationship with, and I don't mean love. It could be a long-term friendship. You could be a member of your family. Whatever it is, you've been around this person for years, and they're going to show you who they were. They've been able to keep it under the surface up till now, but they're going to show you how clingy, how codependent, how that they are a person who, when they don't get attention, gets really ornery, mad, angry. You're going to get some clarity about something. You're going to have to make a decision, which is, I feel like you just leave this person in the past. That's what it feels like. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for watching this, and I'm going to go back and do more water readings. I hope you're well. Thanks, Scorpio. Bye-bye.